Welcome to our exploration of chess strategies, where we help you go from "oops, I blundered" to "checkmate, I'm basically the chess wizard." Whether you're a newbie who thinks the king is the best piece because it looks like a crown, or you're a seasoned player who can't remember the last time you lost, understanding the basics of chess is crucial, like knowing which way to turn your spoon when you're eating soup. These principles aren't just to make you look good, they'll stop you from losing your queen to a pawn by mistake. In this video, we're not just dropping knowledge, we're dropping mic drop moments for all levels of players. We'll help you avoid the classic blunders like neglecting your pieces or giving away the center of the board like it's a free sample. You'll learn about tactical awareness, pawn structure, yes, pawns have feelings too, and piece coordination. Basically how to avoid looking like a chess-playing toddler. Ready to get smarter than your opponent without needing a PhD? Let's dive in. In the opening phase of chess, the queen is like that overachiever at a group project who thinks she should do everything herself. Sure, she's powerful, but moving her too early. It's like sending your big-time celebrity out to a party before they've even had a drink. She'll be attacked by the smallest of pawns and knights, and next thing you know, you're spending precious moves just babysitting her. Not ideal. Plus, moving the same piece over and over is like that person at a dinner party who keeps talking about their cat. It's distracting, and frankly, no one's impressed anymore. Instead, develop all your pieces, not just the queen. Everyone deserves their moment in the spotlight. When the time is right, your queen will be ready to shine, and your opponent will be wondering how they got trapped in a checkmate. Pawn structure. Sounds boring, but trust me, it's like the foundation of a house. You wouldn't build a house on a swamp, would you? Well, double pawns are like that swampy foundation, awkward, weak, and ready to sink your game. If you're stacking pawns on the same file like it's a game of Jenga, you're basically asking for disaster. And isolated pawns? Oh, they're the loners at the chess party, no one to back them up, and they're just begging your opponent to attack. You have to manage them like a delicate soufflé. Sometimes you can make it work, but if you mess up, boom, your entire strategy falls flat. The good news? Understanding pawn structure will help you avoid turning your chess game into a real-life episode of disaster home makeovers. The king in chess is like your cat during the opening, hanging out in the back, looking like he's doing nothing, but secretly plotting his next move. Sure, he's safe and cozy behind all those pawns, but when the endgame hits, he's ready to show up like a ninja. The king becomes active, helping pawns advance and making his presence known. In the endgame, the king is like that superhero who quietly watches the disaster unfold, then swoops in to save the day. If you want your king to be the hero of the story, keep him safe at first, but then unleash him when it counts. A centralized king can be the most intimidating thing on the board, like that one player who quietly builds their empire while everyone's distracted. When he gets involved, watch out. He's not just surviving, he's thriving. Castling early is like wearing a helmet when you're biking. Just a really good idea. It keeps your king safe, which is the chess equivalent of putting your valuables in a safe. Plus, you get to bring your rook into the game, making sure he's not just sitting there eating snacks while everyone else is working. Castling is like getting your rook off the bench to score the game-winning point. If you wait too long, though, your king might get caught in the middle of the board with no place to hide. It's like leaving your bike outside in the rain. Not a good idea. Get your king safe, get your rook moving, and suddenly you're playing a much stronger game. In fact, castling early is so good, it's practically the hack of chess. Bishops and knights are like two siblings at a family reunion, both important, but they each have their own way of doing things. Bishops are like the quiet ones who love open space. They control long diagonals and are happiest when there's nothing blocking their path. Knights, on the other hand, are like the mischievous cousins who jump over things and make stuff happen in tight spaces. They can cause chaos, create forks, and generally make life difficult for your opponent, especially when the board's all crowded. The best way to decide which to prioritize is to check the pawn structure. If it's open, go for the bishop. If it's cramped, go for the knight. It's like choosing your weapon in a video game. Pick the one that suits the environment. Be smart about it, and your pieces will thank you. Controlling the center of the board is like owning the best seat at a concert. Everyone else is stuck behind you while you get all the action. The center is prime real estate, and if you're not fighting for it, you're basically giving your opponent a free pass. Move your pieces there like you're claiming the throne, and suddenly you're controlling the tempo of the game. The opponent? They're just stuck in traffic. If you can take over the center early, your pieces will have more space to roam, attack, and generally just flex their muscles. And when you've got that central control, you're basically the chess boss. If you know what you're doing, the center will do the heavy lifting for you, setting the stage for some killer attacks. Trading pieces and pawns in chess is like swapping snacks at lunch. It's all about value. Sometimes you trade up, like trading a knight for a queen. And sometimes it's just about getting rid of the stuff you don't need. Looking at you, pawns. Trading pieces can simplify the game, or it can put you ahead. Either way, make sure it's a good deal. When it comes to pawns, you don't just trade for the sake of trading. You're setting yourself up for the endgame. And if you're behind, maybe it's best to hold off on those trades and wait for your opponent to mess up. Trading in chess is like trading stocks. Wait for the right moment, and your future self will thank you. In this video, we've learned that controlling the center is like owning the VIP section at a club. Castling early is your ticket to safety and a rocking game. Your king, he's just waiting to become a hero in the endgame. Bishops and knights, choose your champion based on the board. Either way, they'll both make an impact. And when it comes to trading pieces and pawns, don't just swap for the sake of it. Make sure it's a smart move. We've given you the tools to make your next game legendary. If you enjoyed this video and want to become the next chess prodigy, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your fellow chess enthusiasts.